His soul rest in eternal peace. Now, the late KELVIN Kiptum acquired posthumously a modern 3-bedroom house constructed in a record time of 7 days. The house was officially handed over to the young Kiptum's family just before his burial in Cherunya area, Naiberi, Uasin Gishu County. Clement Masombo explains.
The 3-bedroom house was finally handed over to KELVIN Kiptum's family on the day of his burial. Just as KELVIN became famous of breaking the world marathon record after he ran for 2 hours and 35 seconds, his 3-bedroom house too was constructed in a record time of 6 days. During the construction period, some Kenyans online had questioned the possibility of putting up a 3-bedroom house in 6 days. However, the engineers used modern technology that ensured they erected a modern classic house for the departed Kiptum in less than 1 week.
If you look at the steels that we are using here, an ordinary person will say that it's more of aluminium. That is, it is a 3-bedroom that is normally referred to as ensuite. Now what we are doing currently, what is ongoing, is the boarding. Boarding will happen both inside and outside.
I am satisfied with the end product. Of course, in between, it generated a lot of interest in the country, which is good. You know, when people say utahama Kenya uende wapi, because especially Kenyans on social media, you know, it's quite interesting, and I know some of them even nicknamed it Eldoret Quiver. I hope they can swallow their words now, because this is a beautifully done house.
After the funeral service at Chepkorio, the caravan carrying the casket headed to Naiberi, where the house was constructed. The house was blessed by religious leaders before it was formally handed over to the family. The house was constructed and fully furnished following a presidential order. In addition to the newly constructed house, President William Ruto also pledged another house for the family. Clement Masombo, KTN News.
Politicians who attended the late KELVIN Kiptum